if I told you this last week, but what I'm teaching you right now is one of the most important things you'll learn from me. You'll use it in high school, Daphne. So Sophia, we want to focus on this because you're going to need this in high school and you're going to need it a lot in my class. Subtracting integers.
I did that
Good. Subtracting integers. I'm going to let you in a little secret. I don't like subtracting.
Why?
I just don't like it. I think about it like losing money. You know, subtract the paycheck, subtract the bills. Subtracting, I don't like it. You have to borrow, and it's like, too much.
What about math?
So, here's your math teacher telling you she doesn't like subtraction.
Oh my goodness.
So I woke up pretty mad because I had to face the fact that I have to write this down. Ugh. I hate it. Can't stand it. This actually makes Miss Lamelli quite angry. Because it's a subtraction. What are we doing right now?
Wait, what's up? What happened?
We're writing notes. But we're subtracting, which I don't like. Does anybody know the answer to this?
11 minus 11.
Huh? All right. Okay. Not that bad. But, okay. So, let me tell you what to do with these, which some of you already know, judging by your responses. Rules for subtraction. You don't subtract. There it is. So, what we're going to do, rule number 1, is add the opposite. So, we're going to add the opposite. Now, we want to make sure that we write all of this down nice and neat, so when you're working on classwork, when you're working on homework, you go back and you can actually use your notes. Okay, what does it mean by add the opposite? Well, you're going to keep the first number. You're going to keep the first number. So the first number stays exactly the same. You're going to keep it. Do not change the first number. First number, perfect. You're going to change subtraction into, what do you think I'm going to change subtraction to? Addition. Adding. I don't have a problem with addition. Last week, I had no problem with what we were doing. We were just adding. It was cool. I liked it. Today, it's a big subtraction. I don't like it. Cause almost.
Isn't
Okay.
it easier?
Borrowing? Is borrowing easier than carrying?
Yeah.
Keep the first number, change subtraction into addition, and then the last part, the last thing we do is, let me make sure we're on the same.
Change your right? Never mind.
Yeah. Change the second number to its opposite. Ooh, change a second number to its opposite. What in the world is opposite? What's the opposite of 10? Not minus.
Negative 10.
Negative 10. So minus is an operation. Add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Two is opposite.
Positive and negative are adjectives. Okay? So the verb is add, subtract, multiply, divide. That's what you're doing. That's the action verb. What kind of number is it? Is it a positive or is it a negative? Those are adjectives. Like it describes the number. All right. So what's the opposite of negative 12? 12, right? Positive 12. What's the opposite of negative 100? 100. What's the opposite of 7? No.
Negative 7.
Negative 7. So what's the opposite of 7?
Negative.
Negative 7. Those are opposites. Okay, so if I give you a positive, you're going to give me a negative. If I give you a negative, you're going to give me a positive. Those are opposites. All right. So let's look at this problem. that we did up here. Well, I'll write it down here. Negative 5 minus 6. Don't like it. I have to rewrite it. So how do I rewrite negative 5 minus 6?
You keep the first number.
Keep the first number. So negative 5 stays as negative 5. You keep it, don't change it. It has to be like identical twins. What does subtraction turn into?
Addition.
An addition sign. Now, what is the opposite
Negative 6.
of 6?
6.
Negative 6.
Negative 6, Ruben. Very good. Now we're going to follow the addition rules. Are they the same or are they different? The same. So you're going to add. What's negative 5 plus negative 6? Negative 11. Some of you did say that at the beginning, which makes me happy. You've learned some of this before. If you haven't, no worries. We're going to learn it today. All right. Rule number 2, which is just follow the addition rules. So, rule number 2, follow the addition rules. Follow the addition rules. If the signs are the same, you add. If the signs are different, you subtract. Remember, if I turn the page, that does not mean you turn the page. You keep writing on that page. I write a lot bigger than you, so sometimes I have to turn the page before you do. And that's perfectly good. All right. Next problem. Negative 6 minus 4 makes Miss Lamelli very angry. And you don't want your math teacher angry because she gets to correct your work. You want to have a happy teacher. So how do you rewrite it to make me happy?
Add it. Switch. Keep the same number. The first same number. Switch subtraction to addition. And then switch positive 4 into negative 4.
So this is the opposite. It's very similar to keep, change, flip, but this one's keep, change, opposite. So instead of the word flip, we're going to use the word opposite.
KCO.
Keep, change, opposite. So then you go, are they the same? Are they different? What are they? The same.
Is that addition rule for
Follow the addition rule. All right, they're the same. This is a negative. This is a negative. So these two are negatives. So you're going to add. And what's our final answer? Negative 10. Very good. All right. 8 minus 10.
What?
8 minus 10. Keep, change, opposite. Keep, change, opposite. Keep, change, opposite. So how do I?
18.
No.
Negative 2.
18.
So you keep this one.
Negative 2.
8. Subtraction turns into addition. What's the opposite?
Negative 2. But you gave us both positives.
Yeah, but once you keep, change, opposite, you have a completely different problem.
So you do that all the time?
Yeah. Now, from now on, every time you see a subtraction, you know that Miss Lamelli is very mad and you have to rewrite it.
2?
Do you have more positives or do you have more negatives?
Negative.
So my final answer is negative 2. All right. 10 minus a negative 12. So when you see subtraction problems from now on, you're going to have to change them. 10 minus negative 12, don't like it. I'm very upset about it. How do you rewrite it? First off, how do you rewrite it?
Keep the 10. Change subtraction to addition.
22.
The opposite of 12 is positive. Negative 12.
What?
Opposite of negative 12 is 12.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
It's 22.
Yep. So sometimes you end up with a really easy problem, like 10 plus 12. 10 plus 12. We can do that. We can all do that. Alright, I'm going to squeeze this problem in here. Negative 12 minus a negative 4. Negative 12 minus a negative 4. Rewrite it on your paper.
You what?
Rewrite it first. Alright, so how do I rewrite this?
Negative
Keep
12.
the negative 12. Change the subtraction to addition. And make the opposite. Make the
Negative 4
into
into
a positive.
4, positive. Very good. This one's a negative, this one's a positive, so you're going to add or subtract?
Subtract.
Subtract.
Negative 8.
It should be. Now, the hard part is what you did last week is what you did last week. Do not, this is what I don't want to see. If it's like negative 8 plus negative 2, right? Are the signs the same?
No. Yeah. Yes.
This is a negative, so they're the same, right? But what do kids all of a sudden, don't write this down, all of a sudden do? They're like, oh yeah, I have to keep, change, opposite. And it's like, do I want to see a subtraction sign? No. So no, there's no keep, change, opposite for addition. There's only keep, change, opposite for subtraction. Because Miss O'Malley hates subtraction, you want to rewrite it. She likes addition, so don't rewrite addition. Now, do you end up subtracting like on the side? Yeah, but you know. All right, work on these two problems while I pass out a handout. 14. So work on these two problems while I hand this out. Maybe in 5 minutes. Finish those two problems? All right, how do I rewrite the first problem?
Keep the 25. Change subtraction to addition.
And then what's the opposite of 30?
Negative 30.
All right, now you have a negative and a negative, so you're going to
Negative 55.
Negative 50.
add to negative 55. They're all cut. I cut them. All right, how to rewrite the second one? Not a symbol.
Change it to addition.
Change up. This is called an operation. Change subtraction to addition. What's the opposite of negative 36? Positive 36. All right, what's 14 plus 36? Good.
How come positives don't have like
Little plus sign?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Because can you imagine then we would have to teach you in like first grade when we first teach you how to add to put a little positive symbol. That's just too much. That's just too much for it. All right. This is a foldable.
If I was going back to
So civilizations could prosper.
like this or somebody,
Yeah. We'll fold later if you want. All right. Let's fill in the first part. So the upper, this part, upper left. Okay. Use a song to remember the pattern. It's the row, row, row your boat song. Yeah. This is her worksheet. She made this. Same sign, add and keep. Same sign, add and keep, right? If they're the same, you're going to add. So same sign, add and keep.
I was singing that song like 2 years ago.
Different sign. What do I do if they're different sign in addition?
You
You subtract. Even though you're in addition mode, you subtract. Keep the
I can't see.
sign of the one with more.
Then you'll be them.
Then you'll be exact. Yay. Row, row, row your boat. Same sign, add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the one with more. Then you'll be exact.
Different signs.
So if they're the same, you're going to add. If they're different, you're going to subtract. This is what we did all last week. We spent a lot of time last week doing this because it's the basics of math now. Like, this is your foundation.
Like going for 40 numbers.
All right, let's do the problems inside the boxes, the examples, guys. All right, what's -6 plus -8? We're going to add or subtract?
This is add.
Add them.
So, -14.
-14. We add them because they're both negatives. What's -2 plus -15?
-17.
-17. They're both the same, so you add. Now the third one, 8 plus -12.
-4.
-4. You subtract because the signs are different, and why is it negative? Because there's more negative.
-300.
Perfect. Okay, 18 plus 5.
43.
-4 plus 17.
Because they're both positives.
18.
-6 plus 6. Am I going to add or subtract on the next one?
No, yeah, add.
What about on the last one? Am I going to add or subtract?
Subtract.
Is
All
it
right.
-18? Oh no, 418.
Neither of those are 418.
What?
No, none of those two answers. So double check. Okay, add. Everybody add. And everybody subtract. Go.
Do the subtract first.
Oh. It's 23. 420. -420.
Got it.
Good. All right, what'd you guys get for the first one?
377.
Negative.
-377. Careful, because when we do this on the test, if you don't write negative, the whole thing's wrong.
You're back.
Okay, last one, Jordan. What'd you get?
-423.
Very good. -423. All right. Now, so that's the addition. That's what we did last week. Now we're going to go into what we just learned today. The most important thing. What does it say? Change subtraction problems into addition. So we're on the top now of the right side. Top right. Change subtraction problems into addition problems by add the opposite. You can also keep, change, opposite if you want. Keep, change, opposite. Man, my back hurts. Keep, change, opposite. Keep, change, opposite.
32.
Okay. Okay, how do I rewrite -5 minus -8?
Keep the first.
There's no symbol.
Keep the -5. Change the subtraction into addition. Change the -8 into a +8.
Opposite.
Opposite.
-3.
So now you have a new problem. Now, once you rewrite it like this, now you go back and use this. If they're the same, you add. If they're different, you subtract. So once you rewrite it, you go and you use these rules.
For the third one, is it -46?
Okay, so what's -5 plus 8? 3.
Positive 3.
How do I rewrite 9 minus negative 23?
Keep the 9. Change the subtraction to addition. Make the 23 into a positive 23.
Oh, I have 9 plus 23. All right, how do I rewrite negative 18 minus 28? Keep the negative 18. Addition.
Change it into
What's the opposite of 28? Okay, very good. Now that I have this problem no longer exists. I ignore the original problem. I'm just looking at negative 28 plus negative 18. Sorry. So then you add, add again.
It is 46.
46. I heard 36. All right, and how do I change the last one? Keep, change, opposite. What's the opposite of 35? Opposite of 35 is negative 35. All right, now, are they the same or are they different?
Negative 28.
Different, so you're going to subtract. Now, you can subtract over here, right? You can subtract on the side. You don't change it to subtraction here. You just subtract over here. You borrow. Borrowing. And you get negative 28. Why is it negative? Because there's more negatives. Mm-hmm. All right. Now fold it. Fold it in. Fold it in. No.
Wait, we're not gonna do nothing no more. We're not gonna do the divide anymore.
No, I'm gonna save that for another day. I'm not quite sure which day.
We're doing the worksheet but subtraction?
Yep. Okay, so did you figure it out? Fold it like this.
I figured it out.
Should look like this. And then I'll pass out some glue right now. You're gonna glue the back part. This part right here. Just like so. A little bit of glue. Then you're gonna glue it into your notebook. Just like this.
Where are we gluing it?
In your notebook, near your notes.
Here?
Yeah. So whenever you're looking for subtracting integers and adding integers, it goes with your notes. Because y'all have a notebook. It's only been 9 weeks.
This one broke, this one not.
The wolf? Hey, Ruben. Ruben. It literally broke.
Literally. This one broke.
Well, that would make sense, right?
Where do we glue it?
The next page, anywhere near your notes.
Oh, sorry.
So it should end up like this in your notebook.
I thought it was like literally on top of it.
That way you can use it in your notes. Are you done with yours? Once someone's done, Brianna, they can share it with you. Thank you. It looks very similar to the one we did, but obviously different problems. Now, just one side. Now, do we need to shade? No, I really don't. I don't need the shading part.
But can we?
Okay, sure. I'll let you know when I need you to do the puzzle or when I need you to shade. Like 100% you need to shade. 100% you need to solve the puzzle.
100%.
This one, not really. I'm really concerned with, can you rewrite each problem? Can you solve it correctly? So, the first question. 4 minus 9. How do I rewrite 4 minus 9?
4 plus negative 9.
Perfect. Thank you.
Why is it so hot?
And then the opposite. Very good.
Negative 5?
Why is it negative?
Because there's more negatives.
And why did you subtract?
Because you don't like subtraction.
They're different.
Are you okay?
Good.
Are we gonna work with my guys?
It only takes one student for me to say no.
What? I'm sorry, man.
Okay, how do we write the second problem?
Negative 3, and then change the minus to plus, and then
Negative 5.
Negative 8. Oh, sorry.
it's 8 equals
Negative 8. It's negative 8. Because they're both the same.
Miss, this is this.
or 6.
You
Miss,
need
you have a
to
side hustle? I'm sorry. Dude, you not working on it?
Okay, I'm checking the work. I'm checking that you're rewriting each question and then you're solving for it. So you have to rewrite each question. There's no option. You have to rewrite each question. You have to. Use your notes. Keep change opposite.
Just one book left.
Yes. No, I haven't taught you that yet.
Isn't it supposed to be positive?
This one? This one? That one? So, good question.
Miss, I'm there.
It's negative, and you're supposed to do the opposite.
Why is it negative? Where did you see a negative?
5.
Well, what then? What's your operation? Is it add, subtract, multiply, or divide? Is it an addition sign, a multiplication sign, a subtraction sign, a division sign? What operation is there?
Sadly, I'm not.
What operation do you see? Do you see an addition sign? Do you see a multiplication sign? Do you see a division sign? Do you see a subtraction sign? Yeah.
Miss, I'm done.
So that symbol is a subtraction. It's not a negative. It only has one job. Okay? That is a subtraction. So therefore, if that's a subtraction, it turns into addition, right? So that means, is the 5 a negative? Nope. The 5 is a positive. Because this only has one job. It's either a subtraction or a negative. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You can't have both, right?
I don't get it wrong.
So if that's a subtraction, it goes with the addition. So therefore that 5 turns into a negative 5. Okay? No.
Yeah, I think it's positive. It's positive. Oh, positive?
Let me find my answer key that I had last period.
Give me some time.
Yeah, I wanted to check your answers, and I had the sheet in my pocket.
Miss,
I'm very upset. I lost it. I had all the answers. Keep working, keep working. I did. Yes.
I stole it.
Hey, do you have more positives or do you have more negatives? So your answer should be?
Negative
You're so fat and I'm sad.
Yes. Okay. Let me confirm these answers.
Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna leave the sheet. Miss, I'm done.
You need to do the opposite.
Miss, I'm done.
I'll be right there, Jaden. This one. And I did it with you. You need to do the opposite on the second number. No. This goes with this, right? This goes with this. So what kind of number is that?
Whoa. Chill out.
The first number does not change. No, the first number does not change.
Oh my god, he's gone.
Oh, it's 15.
He's gone.
Yes, I mean, that's for one.
Please pass in the glue stick so I can collect them. What'd you get? Perfect.
Not the same thing.
Just keep doing it.
I'm gonna shoot your mom.
Just don't worry.
Jordan, I have to use this video, not second period, so it's still recording.
Because I was watching it.
Yeah, I was watching some guy named Jaden Santos. Yeah.
What's your answer? The word is right. What's your answer? Are the signs the same or different? Jordan, show me what you're working on. Without clicking. Why are you clicking? You should be able to flip your iPad immediately when I ask you to. Yes. Then wait patiently. Yes. Wait patiently. There's like a Sophia. There's an E plus. It's up there. There's an E plus on the corner.
Hey, we're Sigma Chat.
Can I help you when I'm done?
Yes. It's not 31. Are the signs the same or different?
You literally eat cookies on your iPad. Is that homework? Yes. Go miss somebody, can you check my answer?
I can.
You need to turn this in.
Yes.
I'm done.
All right. Upload a Canvas.
Oh, yeah. I don't have my iPad. My iPad died. Can I use my phone? Miss, my iPad died. Can I use my phone? I have Canvas on my phone. Oh my god.
Because do you want to give the one?
I apologize. I bought a phone at a shop.